How to have the courage to be yourself in a world that is telling you how to be. We're constantly being labeled, categorized, identified as our flaws, as our problems, as our race, as our gender, as our ethnicity, as our sexual orientation, as our job, as our role, as our position. We're constantly being labeled, categorized, and put in a box so people can better understand us. And what these people think of you honestly doesn't even matter, because what they think of you is based on their ideas, their past experiences, their life experiences, their viewpoint of the world, their projection of how they see you in relationship to them. People will try to understand you through their perception, through their frame of reference. And if you don't fit into their frame of reference, then you're not someone who's easily understood. So they will label you, categorize you, say XYZ things about you, because that's their way of trying to understand who you are. Now, the amount of time that we take to understand other people, if we switch that and take that amount of time to understand ourselves, we would be so much happier, so much content with who we are, spending and exerting our energy, building an intimate, strong relationship with ourself. And when we're strong internally, we are reflecting that onto the world, and those are the experiences we're attracting, and those are the things that are pulling closer to us. How we perceive ourselves is how we experience ourselves. So it's so important to understand that forget what someone else has said about you, is saying about you, or thinks about you, and understand how you want to experience yourself. Ask yourself that question. How do I choose to experience myself? Do I choose to experience myself based on other people's definition, idea, perception, judgments about me? Or do I choose to perceive myself for what I think I am? And I am a loving, complete, whole, magnificent, radiant, worthy, deserving, powerful, creative, empowering being. And that's how I choose to perceive myself. And that's how I choose to live. So therefore, I can experience myself in these ways. Now, my whole life, actually for majority of your life as well, you've always been seen as a certain way by especially your family, your parents, your siblings. And then you went off to school and you went off to college, and then you met more people, and people started seeing you another way as well. And they started identifying you, labeling you, just so they could better understand you. And my whole entire life, I have always been misunderstood, as in people didn't really understand me. Now, I've spent quite a bit of time to perfect myself so people could understand me, so people could relate to me. Instead, I didn't really take the energy and the effort to really understand how I feel about them perceiving me in a certain way, or them identifying me in a certain way. Not until my early 20s. When you gather up the courage to take a stand on and choose to identify yourself, then those people's voice gets louder, their judgments get stronger, their ideas of you gets bigger. And that's when I've seen myself crumble, because I want to be likable. I want to be known as someone who is likable by other people. And so then you start changing yourself, trying to fit into this mold that is likable, or what other people think is likable, or what other people think is good. And then you lose a sense of yourself, so you're in constant tension with who you are and this idea of who you think you should be based on other people's judgments and ideas of you. And this can only go on for so long, until you literally crack and you decide that I've had enough, I need to stand up for myself, because what someone else thinks of me is not my business. What I think of myself is my business. And that's an empowering statement to make. And that will probably piss a lot of people off, because You're now deciding for yourself to be yourself so you can be your authentic expression, so you could live your authentic experience rather than live someone else's experience. How many of you live your experience of yourself? And how many of you live other people's experience of yourself? Ask yourself that question and see if that holds true for you. Which question holds true for you? Because that is a great way to know if you live your life for yourself or if you live your life for other people. Now, it's not bad to live your life for yourself, because you have to live your life for yourself in order for you to be able to live your life in the service of other people. It's not bad to want to build an intimate, strong relationship with yourself. It's not bad to want to express yourself in every facet, in every way possible, no matter who you're with and no matter where you are. Acceptance is the key to expressing yourself. As in, when you accept yourself, you can fully express yourself. And that's the message I want to bring to you in this video today, is that have the courage to be yourself and embody yourself, and know that being yourself is a-okay. And being yourself is being your joy, is being your happiness, is being at peace, is being in your bliss. Now, I can't give you guidelines on how to be yourself because no one knows you better than yourself. And the way you can begin to be yourself is just start being yourself. That's it. It's really that simple. So if you're looking for a sign, this video is it. I am telling you that it is 100% okay for you to be who you are and fully accept who you are, embody who you are, and most importantly, express who you are. Because if you don't do that, the only person you're hurting is yourself. Because you can't live your life pleasing other people. You can't live your life wanting to be likable. You can't live your life wanting to be someone you're not. Because at the end of the day, even in this moment right now, you can only be yourself. So it's about time that you accept yourself and you show yourself love. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope this message was empowering to you and that you found it useful. If you know someone who could hear this message, please share the video with them. As always, you can come find me on Twitter at twitter.com/dearkajal, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.